Bay 13 is now available for loading. I repeat, Bay 13 now available for loading.
Maintenance, please report to Bay 17. Maintenance, please report to Bay 17. Hey, everybody. Oh, left the thing. Boop. There we go. That's better. What's up? How's it going? Mr. Blazing Man, how you doing, man? Good to see you, as always. Let's see. I'm going to go live on Instagram here. Could not act. Why? rain. Oh. That's why. Alright, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Give me a second. Almost there. Okay. Go live. Go. Okay, cool. Well, hi everybody. Happy Monday. I am just going to be working on this guy today. Let's see. Give myself a little bit more music, because it's kind of quiet. There we go. Uh-huh. Alright, go there. That's good, that's good. Okay, cool. What's up, Mr. Blazeman? How you doing? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Nice, safe weekend. Mine wasn't too bad. It was full of a lot of alcohol, and I'm kind of like tired of it. But it's good. Probably got food before you started. Oh, damn, so you're gonna be here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What'd you get? What are you eating tonight? It's not what I wanted to do. X, positive. Is that merging weird? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Cool. 3. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm making sure that the curvature on the outer portions of this thing actually kind of match up. And so I've been working on the front here. This has been kind of the newer portion, but it's been a lot of time getting this back to kind of match up better, and it's finally looking good. So that's kind of what I'm working. I got, let's see, walked 5 miles just before stream 2. Nice, that's cool. I got yakiniku curry from one of my frequent spots. I've never had that. Is it good? Good stuff. All right, let's see. Yo, big question. Which path is better in your opinion? Animations and modeling, or character and environment modeling? I can tell you to do what you want to do, but I can tell you that there's for sure, it seems like more jobs for character artists and environment artists than there are hard surface modelers. So do with that information what you will. But I always say do what actually suits you and what you actually enjoy doing, because the last thing you want to do is get stuck in a position where you're doing something you don't enjoy. Okay. All right. That's a little bit of a difficult one, so let's see here. Slide. Nope. Turn it off. Okay. Pull that in a little bit. Let's go to this guy. Going to do, let's see, edge slide, come on. I hate how, oh, there we go. Okay, let's turn that off again. I need to hotkey that. I use that way too much to not have a hotkey for that. Okay, cool. Curry dish comes with different meats, but the yakiniku is shredded beef. That sounds really good. It sounds super tasty. Is it like a Japanese curry? I usually do coconut curry. I like coconut curry. It's been one of my favorites for a while. Okay, so let's see how that's holding up. It's looking a lot stronger, which is nice. It's just this little corner piece right here. This is always a little bit of an issue, but it's not sticking out that far. So I'm not gonna stress about it. I'll probably do one final pass on this before I like commit to texturing it, but I'll try to actually get some shit done tonight because I've been terrible about that. Before Warrior, share your first job interview and job experience with us. So I don't know if you're new here. I don't currently work in the industry, so I don't have like much experience in the industry. I work in IT outside of this, so I can share my IT experience with you, but that's not really why you're all here. So I don't know if you guys really want to hear that or not. But you know, how's it going, man? I'm in the UK, so I get these when I can. Hey, no, it's always good to have you. How is everything up there for you? Okay. So one of the things I've been doing is reducing these a little bit, these panels below, because they have just been so freaking heavy. Because like, look at that, that's just too much. It's causing too much like warping. Causing all sorts of weirdness. And then quite honestly, I'll probably clear a little bit of this too. Okay. Just try to match some of this up a little bit, pull this down. That way it flows a little bit more even across the board. Same thing down here. Okay, cool. And as always, guys, if you want a little bit of a better viewing experience for the live streams, join me over on Twitch or YouTube. Instagram tends to kill the stream randomly and do all sorts of stupid stuff. So, just a nice little heads up. Let me check something real quick. I'm not sure. Okay, now it's good. Oops. Okay, cool. Let's see. How's everybody doing? What are you guys up to tonight? Anybody working on anything cool? Snap that there. See how that's working. Much better. So much cleaner. Okay. That's been one of the things that's been like stressing me out with this project, is like I felt like I had too much information going on, and like this is so much nicer. Same thing kind of goes with this though, so I might work on reducing that. I hate this song so much. All right, there we go. That's better. Okay, cool. Because I want to retain that, but I want to like not have it carry through the entire model. All good, man. I'm just doing level design for fun. With you working on my TV. Nice, that's fun. That's cool. How's your level going? So I found a little trick with these. Let's see if it lets me do this on this one. It leaves behind a try, but it's one that I'm okay with. Yeah, that keeps the information there. Doesn't really warp. So sweet. We like that. It's much nicer. Doesn't look super pretty, but I don't know. Should I keep that? Or should I just go back to what it was? Honestly, that's really not a whole lot of, like... I think I'll keep it where it was. It looks better that way. Hi, I'm a beginner student. Let's see, wait. I'm a beginner 3D student. I've been watching your reels recently. They are cool. Currently working on a sci-fi project. I've been building assets. Nice. How's that going for you? And if you just found me recently, welcome. Okay, so same thing. Let's just reduce this guy a little bit. The goal is to just refine this as much as possible. And there are obviously certain areas where I won't be able to do that exactly. Let's see. This one, let's see, I can redirect that loop. But I just might. Because actually, really, I don't even need that. Let's see. Let's think about that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that does create an n-gon. So let's clean this up a bit. I know this is off topic, but did you hear about LA Film School and Full Sail being sued by the federal government for lying about student job placement? I feel like that happens every year. I'm not surprised, if I'm being totally honest, because I know as soon as I graduated, I was getting emails from companies that were doing that. The thing is with like those things, what sucks is what they want you to do basically is they want you to go after, so basically you call the firm and then they assign a lawyer to you and then they go after the school on your behalf. And usually you get a portion of your student loan back or something like that, but it just, to me, it didn't seem like it was worth the time, and like, you know, it is what it is. I got the paper. But yeah, I've seen that before. I'm wondering how I should do this. Because if I do it that way, that creates a triangle. If I go that way, it creates a quad. Or let's see. I have a question about what you have on screen right now. Yeah, what's up? Oh, I see what I did wrong here. Oh, I didn't fix this panel. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that's cool. Now we can do that then. This is going to get really messy really quickly. That's all right. Okay, cool. What's up, Stigma? How are you? How be you? How was the rest of your weekend? The left side with the supporting edges like the triangle shape, I've copied this with some hard surface stuff and I was free roaming about, but I don't get why the placement works. So wait a minute, for the left side with the supporting edge, like the triangle shape, you're talking about like these corner pieces up here? Like this, Mr. Blazing Man? Hi, Plan Papa, doing okay. Bash is getting over the stomach bug, so just hopping in. Oh, just hoping it stops. Yeah, hopefully. I hope you guys don't get that. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. I took a nap today, so that was really nice. Jarek, what's up? How are the birdies? They're, I don't know. Can you guys see them? Yeah, you can see them there. They're doing pretty good. They're just chilling. Forget that I could do that. Top is narrow compared to the bottom. Narrow compared to... Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying like how the top kind of like goes to the corner pinch. So, this is actually not the most phenomenal example of this because I didn't rebuild this portion yet. But basically, the reason I do that is to stretch it out. So if I take these, right, if I grab these right here, and I put them together really close, and I smooth this, you're gonna get this like warping. And so what I try to do is, like, if I can't terminate the loop going through the model, I'll spread it out. So as you work your way through the model, you spread that loop out, and it gets rid of the distortion that you would normally get across the model. Because like areas like this, like, you're always gonna deal with some sort of weird pinching. So that's why I do that way. This needs to be corrected though, so I'm actually gonna delete those. So my example's going away. But I'll show you how I kind of solve for that in a minute here. I just need to actually finish this. What the f happened there? Damn. Oh, there was a bevel that got missed. Oh, that sucks. Okay. How do I fix that without screwing this up entirely? So that still squares off. Okay. I think this will work. No, wait. I see what I did. Okay. I think. This is weird troubleshooting I have to do. Okay. Off. Okay, that's what happened. You just got kind of skewed. Alright, so kind of same thing up here. There's a lot of stuff going on that shouldn't be going on here, so let's fix that. Cut. Yeah, Stigma, hopefully you guys don't get sick. That would suck. Longarm, what's up? How are you? Hey, Sarah, how are you? I did not notice. So those budgies? No, they're cockatiels. There are pictures of them somewhere in my Discord. But yeah, they chill with me all day. Some days they make me regret my decisions. Because some days they just don't shut up. But I love them anyway. Alright, this is... So that needs to be pulled out. This is good because this is kind of helping me just go through and repair each one of these panels that I kind of messed up. Because like midway through building this, I changed the way I was doing the panels, which is, you know, like, it was kind of to be expected at some point. So yeah, I don't know if you can see it really well. Let's see. You can kind of see them. They're just chilling right now. I don't have them out right now though because my ceiling fan is going, and I already had to pay for one bird getting hit by a ceiling fan. Don't want to do it again. Jarek, I wanted to tell you that I got a job at Disney in their college program. I'm going to try to do some 3D production work. Company made a huge impact on my life. I want to thank you for your time. Hey, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's super cool. I always love hearing that. That's really cool. I've heard the college program's really cool, so good luck with that. I hope that goes really well for you. What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? They're a great company. My desk pet is a cat, so I don't think they would like him. Yeah, we have a cat and 2 dogs, and they all coexist. Our cat doesn't really come downstairs, so she doesn't really go after the birds. But yeah, I can see that. I can see that being a little bit of an issue. Alright, so that's corrected. I need to stop working in this color because it's like actually hurting my eyes. Okay. So just looking at some of this stuff to correct a little bit of this junk. That's cool. So let's go ahead and get this supported. So the way I normally support these now is like this, and you can see that that's horribly, horribly broken, and that's alright. It's a great program overall. I don't recall a ton of art-related stuff, but 2 people that I did didn't pay much attention to that either. The benefits are cool, though. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm good, just sitting down finally. Nice. Well, what have you been up to? What's up? Oh, probably. Did you get to work on anything this weekend, Zach? What project are you working on now? I watched the tank build and the alien build. This is a new ship that I got a concept for from Ivo. Panczel? I still can't figure out how to say his last name. But I'm also fucking terrible at names. So let's do show, isolate, view, select. So this is a new ship I'm working on. And it actually looks like this. So right now I'm just going through and just refining a lot of this because I realized early on that I kind of screwed up and I went a little too heavy on my geo. So I'm trying to correct for those issues now. Let's see, and this is gonna be part of that, so. Oops, wait a minute. Where are you and why are you there? Bye. Oh, okay. That's fine. Boop. That's pretty cool that you got into the college program for Disney. That's awesome. I didn't know they did like art stuff for Disney, so that's neat. Getting the high-res process for... Oh, wait. Okay. I missed a bunch. Okay. Getting dinner ready for the fam after I got home from work. Okay. Lots of retopo and UVs for the bats. Nice. Getting the high-res process for baking. Hell yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to see that one done. I'm excited to hopefully also finish something here in the near future because it's kind of weird. Like I haven't really done anything in like 3 months, but it feels like I haven't done anything all year, and I'm like, why is it like this? All right, cool. Okay, let's snap this stuff together. Boop. Hello. Is there an extra loop there that's not supposed to be there? No, it's good. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now just gotta do my regular stuff. Support loop there. And support loop there. That should be okay. I will worry about that garbage later. That's kind of brutal. Why is it doing that? Okay. All right, so let's look at this now. So this is kind of ugly, but we can actually just kind of fix it. So let's do that. And goodbye. Okay, sweet. All right. So same kind of thing here. I've got this like extra geo now that I got to deal with, so I need to figure out how I want to just like mash that into the body, because if I smooth this, you can see that kind of curvature coming through, and I don't want that. Can we duplicate edge or separate it like in Blender? Yeah. You totally can. If I'm thinking of the right thing that you're talking about anyway. But I'm pretty positive I know what you're saying. Okay, so this is missing that. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Ideally, I would reroute that entirely. Dogs don't like it. Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I think this will work. If not, it won't, but I think it will. It should. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's fine. Gorgeous. Okay. To do a little bit of tweaking on that just because I bent it, but otherwise that's good. Okay. So this now. Just needs to come down a bit. Off. I just want you to line up, please. Thank you. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's take a look at that with my material on it so I can see how that's flowing. And then I know this pinch has to be corrected, but otherwise everything else looks like it's kind of fitting together nicely, so. Yeah, cool. What am I doing? I am working on paneling because that is all my life consists of nowadays, which is paneling. Just days and days of paneling. Like, for real, I actually kind of hate this. But it's at least getting me somewhere, so, you know. Okay, so same thing here. I gotta fix this. I did that one properly, which is actually kind of interesting. As I've said before, I changed my workflow about halfway through this model, so shit happens. This is also a really good indication of the fact that I will probably never do a car because I don't want to. Dealing with paneling has been an absolute nightmare, and I want to do something blocky, chunky, and just awesome. Okay. These can go away. Those were causing issues anyway. What's up, Zach? How you doing? Happy spooky season. I like the pumpkin. Okay. Just kind of working through it. Some of these got really chewed up. Go away. Beautiful. That kind of corrects up those corners too, which is really nice. So it's worth the time to kind of go through and fix some of this stuff up. So we can do the same thing kind of here. I want to keep that and then redirect this to a corner. So we can do target weld and just boop. Should be. Wait a minute. Did I do that backwards? No, I didn't. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Possibility. I don't know. You guys gearing up for Halloween? If you celebrate it? We just finished decorating our entryway so we can pass out candy, and it looks pretty cool. We did like the fake clouds and stuff. It's really neat. All right, cool. Think that's gonna work? I don't really know though. Yeah, that'll be okay. Whoa, wait. Oh, why do you have a back? Okay, that's not right. Let's fix that up. Bye-bye. Oh, what? Okay. That's hopefully better. Yeah, that's better. All right, cool. Oh, right. Shoot. I should have done that. Oh, crap. I should have waited. Should have waited. That's all right. Always nice. What are you up to tonight, Zach? All right. Okay. Backtrack a little bit here. Currently modeling a Dodge Viper. Hell yeah, that's cool. That's a fun one. Coming from Maya, learning Blender now, it's tough to feel like going back. How come? Like going back to Maya or going back to Blender? I find it incredibly difficult to switch softwares constantly, so I totally understand that feeling. It's actually like a tremendous pain in the ass. I think once I'm done with Bats and Joker, I'm gonna do an absolute DC Killer Croc just to do creatures from there on now. That's fair. That sounds fun. Sounds like a neat project too. What did I miss there? Did I miss something there? Probably. I don't know. Have you seen it? Probably not. Let me see. Absolute Killer Croc? DC Absolute Killer Croc. What the? That's cool. Huh. That'd be a sick one. Are you gonna do the more like smooth one? Like there's like two versions of this. Like there's one that looks kind of like scaly and monstery like a dinosaur, and then there's one that looks kind of like smooth. Oh, I think that's like somebody's fan art. Okay, yeah, no, I see what you're doing. That's cool. Yeah, that'll be a cool one. Learning hotkeys to retain speed with my current topo knowledge. That's fair. I'm a Blender user and I've never learned Maya, but I was always told Maya is the industry standard. It is currently the standard, yes. The designs are insane. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, those are different for sure. I've been using Maya for many years. Whenever I harden edges of my model, my goal isn't to completely remove triangles. My goal is to minimize distortion artifacts. That's fair. That's totally fair. It's your own creation, or are you using a reference? Yeah, no, I am using reference. In fact, I didn't open it, so let me open it real quick and I'll show you. Let's see. Browse. What? Hold on. Open recent interceptor. So this is the Naboo interceptor by Ivan. I keep screwing up his name. Let me look it up one more time. Super cool artist. I reached out to him. He was super cool with me using this, so I was really happy about that. Sorry, Ivo Panczel. Panczel, probably, maybe. So this is what we're going for. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hello, Cryptic. How you doing? I am doing good. How are you doing, Jax? Isn't there an indie license in Maya? There is. Yes. What industry? You're not wrong. You are definitely not wrong right now. Yes, I use the Maya Indie license, so it's like $300 a year or something like that. It's relatively affordable, considering, right? Like, I mean, it's still pretty expensive, but if we're talking about like in comparison to other things, like it's pretty affordable. All right, so there's an issue there. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to go boom right there. I'm going to terminate you to there. Reroute all of that junk. That should be gorgeous. And then there should be very little, if any, distortion. Okay, so there's a tad bit. Oh my god. What's up, Al? How you doing, man? Oh, I made myself sad. Hey, you know, the good news is AI is flopping so horribly in Hollywood that it's fantastic. So, there's at least some promising news on the horizon. How you doing, Al? It's good to see you, man. I'm going to remove this distortion. Let's just stretch this out a little bit. I also learned a really neat trick today with cylinders and like holes for topology that I want to try out. And it involved doing something that I always thought was wrong, but looking at it now, I'm like, oh damn, that works really well. So, be interesting to try that in the future. Okay, that looks like crap. So I think what I want to do then is maybe reduce. How do I want to do this? I can get away with basically whatever I want. I always like learning other people's like topo hacks, because like there's some really good ones out there. Okay, let's take a look at this. Obviously that needs to go away. So that creates an engon. Let's see. Oh, but it's almost perfect. Okay. Well, let's do this then. Oh, that doesn't even need to be there. Why is that there? Go away. Okay. Sweet. That's actually kind of perfect. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing really good. Zach. Oh, yes. Oh. Currently, we'll be performing. Oh, that's Blizzard. Go away. Go away. Whoa, what? What is going on here? Continue offline. I don't care. Alright, well, I'm gonna kill that because that's driving me nuts. Hold on a second, guys. Blizzard, where are you? Is that you? Yeah, bye. I didn't just lose connection to stream, did I? Good morning. Good morning, Siraj. How are you? Let me verify I didn't just go offline. I did go offline. What the f... What is this? Oh, no. Hi. What just happened? Okay, YouTube's back. Where's Twitch? There we go. Okay, I think it's back. I don't really know what just happened. Thanks, Blizzard. I'm gonna blame Blizzard on that one, because that was... It's very convenient that my stream dropped and the little update popped up constantly, so... Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why that happened. But I'm back. Let's see. Let's see. Do you have all your videos on your Patreon community? So, all my videos exist on YouTube, minus the exclusive ones that are on Patreon. So, you can either get the exclusive videos on Patreon, or you can get them on YouTube as a member. So, both of those platforms will give you access to those videos. Patreon, you just get access to what should be my monthly model downloads, but it's been a little bit since I've uploaded one, so I need to get better at that. Sir, can I contact you on the DMs for suggestions on asset modeling? Yeah, of course. Send me a message. That's totally fine. There we go. Don't necessarily understand why that's making a triangle, but I don't know if I necessarily care either. Okay. All right, cool. Much better. Let's line it up with the other panel. I feel like I am never going to escape doing freaking panels on this stupid thing. Okay, so this one's a little bit different just because there's some extra stuff going on here. And I missed something apparently. Oh yeah, I did. Look at that. Alright. Cool. Yeah, sorry guys, stream dropped for a second, so it should be back now. Thanks for, yeah, you're welcome. No problem. Make sure YouTube came back up because I don't know if it did. Is YouTube here? Yeah, YouTube's here. I think it's back up. Cool. That's so weird, man. I don't know why that happened. Weird stuff, man. So many belts and straps on the night in the river. Ooh, yeah. I imagine that one has a lot. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Chalice? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. How'd you find us tonight? Why did that just happen? Come back. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I know. It has to like. I just don't want it to. So I'm just going to try to tighten that up, and then I'm going to pull these out so I can just kind of like remove the tension from this area. Just to clean that up. Follow you on TikTok. You have good tips. I'm also a senior 3D artist. Hey, thank you. Thanks for hopping over to Twitch. It is so hard to get people to hop over from TikTok, and I don't know why. But I appreciate it. Welcome on in. What do you do? Like, what kind of work do you do? Are you like a character artist, hard surface? Like, what do you do? Oh, let's see. How do you export GLB from Maya? Any good plugin? Not that I know of. I know I've been asked it a couple of times, and I have honestly never found one that does it. So, your best bet, which this is one of the few times you'll hear me suggest this, is to take your model from Maya, put it in a blender, and then export it. GLB is, I think it's pretty much kind of a newer format. I hadn't heard of it until like this year. So, yeah, it's not native in Maya. Is it necessary to keep faces as polygons? If some faces are triangular, is it considered a bad mesh? Not necessarily. It's kind of a myth that, you know, you can't have triangles. I use triangles all the time. It really doesn't matter. But I can tell you that if you are interviewing for positions, stuff like that, they are going to check you on stuff like that. They want to see that you're capable of doing it, even though they may not use them, or they may use them themselves. They want to see that you are at least capable of figuring it out. Because, like, I get it. It's a pain in the butt, right? To, like, figure out how to get everything perfectly quadded out. But just make sure that you have a couple pieces in your portfolio that actually showcase that you know how to keep the correct flow and everything. And you should be okay. I wouldn't stress about it. I do more technical art lately. Mainly working in Unreal Engine now. Nice, that's cool. I am kind of learning Unreal Engine a little bit. I need to get back working onto it again, but I like it. It's super cool. It's also really kind of weird seeing your stuff in real time. But that's super cool. Do you enjoy it? My users, when you just said the Blender word, I know. Look, I use it. I have it on my computer. I have it installed. It is a thing. I don't hate it that much. I actually really don't hate it at all. I just don't like using it. I think the navigation is funky even when you're using the industry standard set, so. Alright, let's correct all this, because this is terrible. Let's see how that's flowing. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of pinching, but not too bad. Everything's kind of flowing right, so that's good. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Twitch is going kind of wild here. What's happening here? Let's see. Working on anything cool lately? Lately, mainly character pipelines and integration optimization. Nice. I do enjoy it. Cool. Very cool. Love the craft. Yeah. Or are you saying this craft, like the spacecraft? Thank you, if that's what you meant. I love character art. Yes. I like it too. I just don't like doing it. I like looking at it. I haven't fallen in love with it yet. I want to, but like also, I like making ships and stuff. I think that's my area of actual like passion. But I'm still trying to learn the character pipeline because it's cool. I like it. How long have you been working in 3D? Can I just call you Steffi? Is it Steffi? If you're cool with that. Oh, I saw your tank a while ago. Nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was definitely one of my pride moments. So I'm glad that other people enjoyed it. I remember the render finished and I like walked out of the room and I came back. I was like, oh my god. Shamelessly also my desktop background. So. Why are we so lumpy? I know we're lumpy because there's a bunch of stuff going on here. So we're gonna just do the thing that I hate doing, which is just gonna kind of reroute a little bit of this. Control D. It'll smooth this out a little bit. That's one thing I always do, guys. Like if you get stuck and your mesh is like super lumpy, just delete the area that's lumpy and then rebuild it. And then you can easily go through and just redo the edge flow, and you can see how that kind of corrects it. So that should help with the lumpiness, and it definitely did. Okay, show view selected. Cool. All right, stuff is starting to line up again, which is good. That's the point of this. Let's see. I'm using Blender right now. That's okay. Like I said, I don't hate Blender. I just sometimes don't get along with Blender users. But if you know me, you know I don't care what you use. I just care that you make cool stuff. The 3D art craft. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, hard surface is cool. I like it. I enjoy it. My name is Michelle. Everyone calls me Shell though. Okay, cool, sweet. So I'll just call you Shell. That works too. I'll probably remember that a lot better. If I forget, I'm sorry because I'm terrible with names. 10 years in the industry, still planning on going for another 20 to 30 with some lucks. I wish the best for you. I hope that that continues like being as strong as it is for you, because that would be awesome. All software is good and useful. Don't hate any software. Nah. Just hate the people who what's the word for it? Is it grifting, I guess? Would it be grifting? When they comment on your stuff? I don't know. Okay. This is finally getting to where I want it to be, which is nice, so that's good. I've been spending like all this time just making sure like the curvature and everything's working fine, and it seems like it's doing okay this time. So that's lovely. Let me just pull this in a little bit. Okay. All right, so we adjusted that, which means this entire other side of the ship needs to go bye-bye. And now I'm going to work on the butt, because the butt needs some work. Alright. Center all those to world. Boom. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to do a save, because it's been a hot minute. Okay. Let's see. I discovered 3D in late 2021, and I've been hooked ever since. Nice. So it's new for you. That's good. I wish I had discovered it that later on, because I've been doing 3D since 2007, 2008, 7 or 8, something like that. I don't know. It was much harder back then, much more difficult. And I'm really glad that it's a lot easier now because it sucked back then. What's up, STI? How you doing, man? Instagram, this is your warning. Stream's gonna die in like 3 minutes because it only lets me go an hour, but I'll be back, don't worry. Since Maya sucked big time. Yeah, it was not, like, it was, honestly, it was so much better in 3ds Max, because, like, I started it in Rhino, and then I moved to Max, Mudbox, a couple other little different tools there. And then when I moved to Maya, I was like, oh my god, it's so much nicer, even though, like, back then I look at it now, I'm like, god. Let me turn the music down just a tad bit. It's also, like, way too chaotic for me right now, so we're not gonna do that. Do you have any reference for this, or is it all your imagination? No, I wish this was my imagination. I suck at that stuff. So, this is the reference I'm using. Ivo was super cool in providing me this. He also actually gave me the ship that he modeled for this, because he does, like, the 3D design and then does paint overs, which I think is super cool. And so he gave me the original ship so I can kind of, like, use it for reference for stuff I can't see. So I basically have, like, the whole blueprint for this thing, which is awesome. And then I'm adding in my own little flair. But my biggest focus here was to make sure that all of these panels actually exist in space on the ship. So this is my panel project, and this will probably be my last panel project because I never want to do this again. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. How you doing, dude? It's good to see you as always. Let's work on the butt. Trying the underground. What just happened? But it looks so good. What's up, ODS? Something just happened. What is that? Hype train. Wait, what just happened? Oh, Jesus. SCI. Why didn't that go off? Damn, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Jesus, dude. Thank you for all the gifted subs, man. I appreciate that. I was like, what just happened? I don't know why my alert didn't go off. That's weird. Thank you for the hype train, too. What the hell? Spotted you were on. I am on. What's up, ODS? How are you? Thank you so much, man. SDI, I appreciate you, dude. Blender also has come a long way, though. It used to be a big hater. Now it's kind of awesome what you can do. No, yeah, and I use it to, like, make up for, like, where Maya still sucks. For instance, the shatter tool in Maya is still garbage. And Blender's is just so much better. Just chilling on a day off. Long deserved day off. That's good. That's real good. I should take a page from your book and actually take, like, breaks. But I don't. Because I'm stupid. I'm going to delete that for now. That's not true, though. Like, I took a pretty big break. I was just dealing with some really bad burnout. And thankfully, it's kind of over. But yeah, I didn't want to do anything. Like, I wasn't uploading videos, I wasn't doing any sort of 3D at all, and like, it just kind of sucked. So I'm happy to be back at it. It's looking awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Work on the putt. Let's see. Just a heads up. All right, Instagram. Here's what I'm gonna do. Instagram. I'm gonna kill the stream. Wait a minute. 17 minutes. Maybe not. It says I've only been going for 17 minutes. Let's see what it does. If the stream drops, I'll be back. Don't worry. It happens, though. Let's get that kind of straightened out, because I don't like that. So here's a good question for you, Shell, if you're still here. Do you enjoy doing 3D outside of work? Like, do you do stuff in your off time, or do you feel like you don't have time to do that? I'm always curious. This needs to be heavily refined. Should I delete that one? Let's see how that works. That should be better. Let's see. Well, it hasn't killed the stream yet, so guess we'll see what happens. I'm actually so glad I was able to switch to my old music again, because like, I at least enjoy working to this music. Like, this is not the normal music that I like work listening to, but I can't play that on stream. So this is like second best option, I guess. Michael, Michael Striker, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. How have you been? What the hell happened here? Jeez. Okay. There's just like too much going on there. What is happening? Control delete. Multicut, we'll do that. Oh, let's see. Just coding. That's right. I saw you were coding today. How's that going for you? Could be better. Oh, well, that's not good. I don't blame you, though. I hate coding, so. What music do you usually listen to? So, if I am in the mood, I'll listen to, like, soundtracks. So, like, you know, like John Williams, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jurassic Park, stuff like that. But lately, I have been listening to a ton of, like, funk, which I never thought would be a genre that I enjoyed listening to, but I don't know, it just like, it's so perfect for like nighttime modeling that I just can't not listen to it. Coding is fun for some of us nerds. Yeah, it's my day job and I don't like it, so. I can't relate, unfortunately. I'm gonna try that, see if that, well, I don't really need to worry about that actually. Let's see. Why is Gemini coding in Java for you if you're doing Python? I need to make an Android app for my engineering project. Oh, that sounds awful. That does not sound like a whole lot of fun. But hey, you can be thankful that you're not coding in something like SQL. I can promise you that sucks worse than Java. Let's see. Every big company used vibe coding. Don't let them tell you any different. That's super fair. I use vibe coding for like a lot of the stuff that I do, so. Let's see, what is namespace? I keep saying it's probably a very simple fix, but I don't know what it is, because Java is like Spanish versus English for me. Namespace, I honestly don't know. It's been so long since I've done Java. The last time I did Java was like... When did I start that job? 2021? So it's been like 4 years, and I've totally forgotten it because I had to learn a new language. Oh, Instagram died. Let me fix that real quick. Discard video, discard. Plus, live video. Back, live. Practice. No, not practice. Public. There will be a day where I don't have to worry about streaming to Instagram, and I can't wait for it. Because it is such a god-awful experience. And go live. Beautiful. Let's see. It's probably just them using a very wonky, unstable camera software. It's not like it. It's possible. Namespaces are ways to allow your code to use shortcuts. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done any of that. I don't miss it much. Alright, how's that lining up? That's looking pretty solid. I think, though, I don't like this, like... Oh, I had that for a reason. Okay, so I did... Okay. Yeah, I did have that for a reason. Okay. Well, that's okay. Not a big deal. I'll do mesh, mirror, positive, 1.5, beautiful. Alright, that should be much better. Okay, I feel like I am finally getting somewhere with this, and that's a lovely feeling. Okay, sorry guys on Instagram, the stream is back, it's just, they kill it after an hour. Let's see. Vibe coding equals coding, yeah. That's what I do now. I find that my brain doesn't have the space for both the 3D stuff and like the coding stuff that I do for my work, so it's like I had to figure out how to fix that, and that's how I fixed it. It is kind of a funny term though, vibe coding. I'm a vibe coder now. I mean, that's fair. I really don't blame people for doing that in AI, because like I personally just can't stand programming languages of any sorts. I know they're like necessary for a lot of the stuff that we do, but I know enough Python to be dangerous, and that's kind of where I leave it with the 3D stuff at least. Okay. Much better. That's so much cleaner. Okay. So this is going to be a little weird. 'Cause it unfortunately matches up kind of perfectly, but it also doesn't. That's an interesting one. I have to figure out how to reshape some of this. Oh, that honestly might have done it. It did enough to where I can come in here and like pinch that back together, but that's looking pretty good. I love the little button under my error that says Ask Gemini and my problems fade away. Just make sure. So, my biggest advice for you, Michael, especially when you're doing that stuff, just make sure you understand what Gemini is doing. Go back through, reread it, figure out like what the code's actually doing. Because a lot of people try to get away with just vibe coding everything and they don't actually understand it. So when it breaks, then you have a problem. Because if it breaks to a point where you can't fix it and say Gemini can't figure it out either, where do you go at that point? So just make sure you understand what the coding is doing. I have glue all over my arm. Tabuzu. They make Maya easy and fun. Many more valuable content. Hey, I'm glad. That's good. I mean, that was my whole point. Like, 3D's fun, no matter what software you use, so. Blender can be fun and Maya can be fun. Dude, I don't know Java. No, I know, but start figuring out what it's doing at least. Alright, so let's fix the curvature on that, because I hate it. Oh, man. Let's go. Vertex, vertex. Come on. Come here. Thank you. Alright. Let's watch this horribly break this model. Hopefully it won't. I just want that a little bit more curved. Yeah. About ChatGPT when it comes to coding. I mean, any of the large language models are fine for it. Like I have one that I run locally on my network that I use just because I don't like giving OpenAI a bunch of my information. Plus, I can control how much power I use for this stupid thing, and I'm not sucking up all the water in some state that doesn't have any. But yeah, so any one of them works. Amazing. Jason, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What's up, Tamuzu? How you doing, man? It's good to see you as always. Why is it all warped? That's weird. LA coffee. Yeah, well, I can't say New Mexico is much better because they're building a data center here for OpenAI now, which is honestly quite disappointing. But it's the lay of the land now, I guess. Much better. LA is basically a state of its own, or a state of madness. I mean, that's fair. Just finished a 6-day week. Finally, time for 3D. Nice. Well, that's good. How's classes going for you? So I want that to better link up with that, so we're gonna work on that now. So Michael, are you doing the coding? Like, are you doing the programming to like not do 3D anymore, or like what are your goals with it? I guess I don't think I've asked you that. Oh look, this one was done wrong too. Damn it. I love it. I love it so much. All right. Had a few weeks off before the final term, starting tomorrow, hence binging Unreal lately. And I want to do my graduation piece. Nice. Dude, you're already close to graduating? Was that like a super accelerated class? Or a school, or what? That's crazy. Watching you makes me want to model something. Hey, that's good. That's the inspiration I like. I like modeling. I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between this and ZBrush, just to kind of like keep both skills going, and I've been enjoying that. But I always end up missing modeling over everything else. I do want to get to texturing though. I'm a little tired of not texturing this model. And I'm sure my stream is really tired of watching me align panels. But I'm kind of being a little bit of a perfectionist on this one, so. I do like 3 big projects a year, and this is probably going to end up being my last big one of the year, so I try to do it right. Sure, I don't know why that looks like that, but whatever. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, hold on. I missed your message. Let's see. We are making a kiosk that will scan your ticket, read your seat name, and display it on the screen along with a QR code. Coding is another career path, though. Modeling is on hold right now for school. No, that's fair. That's absolutely super fair. Have you ever considered attempting a likeness sculpt? No. No, and I probably never will. Yeah, absolutely not. That's too much. You totally benefit from PBR workflow, work in Substance Painter. Yes, I definitely want to do more of that. I use Substance all the time, and I love it. Calc will be... Are you talking like calculus, Michael? That looks like total ass. Why? Alright, let's just reduce that. It doesn't... Oh my god. Alright, well, kind of hate that. Alright. Oh, that's right, this one... I want to fix that. I don't like it. Nope. Sure. Yeah, calculus A, B, B, C. I need it for aerospace in the future. I'm tolerant right now, but barely passing. I never had to take calculus, and I'm very happy I didn't. So I for sure don't blame you there. What? Why? There's non-manifold in there somewhere. Let's fix it. Okay. Been slowly shifting from painter to designer for scenery and generic prop stuff lately. I realized you can bake inside it and just do everything in one place. That's cool. I never really used designer. I played with it a little bit, and then I decided that I didn't want to dive that far into learning how to create my own textures. Plus, I also canceled my Adobe subscription, so now I just have Substance Painter. So that kind of threw a wrench in things too, if I'm being totally honest, because I don't want to buy both of them. But maybe at some point. Let's see. Designer is fun as well. Everything that is procedural is a high demand. Well, that's good. Feels better when bake works out in any errors. That's true. Though I have time for 2D art, 3D takes up too much time in my desk. I don't want to spend the 2D stuff. No, that's fair. Yeah, that's kind of what it was for me, Chels. It was like, oh god, it was like I was paying when I started doing this stuff for social media. I think I was paying like $17 a month for Substance, and then all of a sudden it was like almost $30 a month, and I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore, so I bought it on Steam. Like, yeah, I won't get yearly upgrades, but at this point they're just shoving AI and everything, so I'm like, whatever. I don't really care. And I didn't... Yeah... Wait a minute. Did that... Okay, so that partially got fixed. Oh, no, it's good. I think. No. No, it's not good. Oh, that's why it's not good. What's up, Lions Path? How are you? I love that is how you decided to announce yourself every time you come in. And it always reminds me that I need to do more animation stuff. Let's see. It's been very good since moving to Unreal. It means I suddenly need a lot. Oh, need to author a ton of... Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that makes sense. Need a friend with an educational email to borrow a student license. That, yeah, I thought about that. It's like my ZBrush. I use ZBrush 2022 because I just refuse to pay $50 a month for ZBrush. Because I had an educational license for it, and then they upgraded it to 2022 when they were bought out by Maxon. So, like, that's super cool. But I try to do things as legitimately as possible because I do like live streaming and stuff like that, and gotta be brand safe. Even though I don't think Adobe is ever going to sponsor me. I have talked far too much shit about them at this point. Okay, what's going on? Alright, let's see. It's my signature now. I'm officially in Vancouver, starting my last term at Think Tank. Hey, that's awesome. There's a lot of pressure to complete game-ready character within 6 to 8 months. Most students don't finish within 4 months. Jeez, that's crazy, but that's cool, though. I do have a Sierra College email. Yeah, but weren't you having so many issues with, like, them denying your Adobe one? They are too greedy. Yeah. After a year of learning 3D, I still feel like I can't run alongside the pack of people there that have experience. I mean, you'll get there. Like, it's totally okay. You'll get there. Like I said, you're in a good institution for it. Like, I have seen nothing but good things come out of Think Tank, and I know a lot of the instructors, like, or some of the mentors anyway, and they have a really good like output. So I think you're in the right place. Nobody likes Adobe, not gonna lie. That's fair. I moved when Adobe raised my prices on everything. I killed Photoshop. I moved to Affinity Photo. I never used Premiere because I hated Premiere. I've always used DaVinci Resolve because I have a Blackmagic camera and they gave it to me for free. Yeah, and then Substance Painter I bought on Steam. So, what are you making, bro? This is my ship that I've been working on here. Sorry, Instagram. I missed a ton of messages because it stopped scrolling. Let's see. Where am I? What about CAD modeling? Do you plan on giving it a try? I've been trying it out lately. It's fun. I've looked at it. I haven't honestly thought about doing it yet. I've looked at plasticity. And I don't know. It's cool. It comes down to like having to retopologize everything, and I hate doing retopo, especially on like hard surface stuff. So I don't know. Let's see. At what age did you get your first job as a 3D artist? How long have you been working in the industry? I will let you know when it happens because I still don't work in the industry. Can I know what the topic is today? The topic is just me modeling and talking with people. So if you got questions, send them my way. Now the struggle, let's see. But they give me a discount. Well, I mean, that's fair. You'll at least get a discount. Think Tank is a good one. I've seen great portfolios. Yeah, and then they're also not embroiled in a bunch of controversy like CGMA. Let's see. Now the struggle is if I can get my hard surface decals working with parallax with my workflow, we'll be pretty much there. I'll be curious to see how that works. I've been loving seeing what you're posting in the Discord. Because you're doing some stuff that I'm like, I'm going to need to like tag team you at some point to like get some help. I could not figure out the parallax crap in Unreal, so. Let's see. I use Photopea. I just tried it. Photopea. I haven't even heard of that one. Let me see. Photopea. What is that one? Online photo editor. Oh, this is like a web-based one. It looks exactly like Photoshop. Oh, that's fantastic. Is it free? It is free. Wow, look at that. That's cool. Huh. I've never heard of that one. CAD modeling retopo. Yeah, so basically if I want to pull, like, if I made something in plasticity, right, and I want to pull it into Maya, in order to get it production ready, you have to retopologize it. Or at least remesh it. A lot of my instructors believe that I'm going to have that breakthrough, that light bulb moment when it's all just comes together. But that is so hard to determine. I feel like I'm going to need to find just any good paying work and then enroll in more courses. Here's the thing, and this is something that kind of like hit me after I graduated college. Because like when I graduated college, like I wasn't ready at all. Like I can show you what my final looked like when I graduated out of college because I still have them. Let's see. So if we go here, where's my art folder? So my finals coming out of college were, this was one of my finals, which is nowhere near what it needed to be. It was a terrible environment, just terrible project all around. Where's the other ones? This was another one, and you can tell just how awful and janky this was. These are the best renders I have out of it, but like everything's misplaced. None of the panels line up. I find that school kind of gets you the technical knowledge, and it gets you to the point where you can do the stuff, and then it's up to you after school to really kind of hit the ground running and go for it. And like that light bulb moment that you're talking about, it will come. For me, it came when I finished off the Project 77 ship, because I was like, when I finished that one, I was like, holy shit, I did that. Like, it took me 140 hours, but I did that. And so once you're out of school and your brain kind of frees up that space, you will have so much more of a better time working on your personal projects and pushing yourself a little bit further. The key is just making sure you actually do that coming out of school, instead of doing what I did and just stopped doing 3D until 10 years later. That's the best way. But I think you're on the right path, Lion's path. When I use Inventor, all I do is create the model and print it out. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I want to make it, but with a year of studying, it's a lot to bring together. No, absolutely. Let's see, this is going weird. Let's see. You were too good to not work in the industry, man. You have taught me some cool stuff on TikTok. I had no idea. Yeah, no, I don't. I want to. I do want to. I think it's just I'm trying to find the right opportunity to pop up because like the reality is like I don't live near the industry, so I have to find something that's either remote or like will relocate, and that's tough. So there's that, and then there's other stuff. But my goal was to start applying this year, and I did. I started applying to a couple places. They were just kind of one-off 3D jobs, not really at studios, but slowly I'm kind of working up to that, especially because I'm burning out at my other jobs. So like, I'm starting to look more in other places. But this is kind of like the last piece for me. Like once I finish this piece, I'm gonna really hit the ground running. Need to join the Discord. Join it. It's in the description on YouTube because you're on YouTube. My brain is pretty fried from all of it, but I'm happy to go over anything whenever. Oh yeah, I'm sure you'll remember something. At least you went to college for 3D. I was studying for law exams in time. I can't even say that I went to college for 3D, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I don't remember anything from it. I didn't graduate learning anything, really. They didn't teach us the basics. Like, we didn't learn UVs. We didn't learn topology. I learned all of this stuff myself from awesome resources online, like On Mars and JL Musi and all the other, like, 3D people who post tutorials. Like, I rebuilt my knowledge after college, like, 10 years after school, and then went from there, you know? I've been running the wrong file this whole time. I have to stay consistent no matter what, and just good to become great. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I love what you're doing. You're doing some awesome stuff. So, like, just consistency is key. You got this. Let's see. Hold on. I got a bunch of questions on Instagram. Let me take a look. Can I know what the topic... Okay, I answered that one. Is it a good idea to learn every skill, like specialize in 1 to 2, but also be good at the rest? The answer to that is always if you can handle it. Like, if you can actually, like, handle that much information and that much learning, because there's a lot. So if you want to be a generalist and you want to go for, like, a generalist role, do it. Just be prepared for the amount of work it is, because that's what I do, and trust me, it's a brain drain, so you just have to be careful with that. Is 24 too late to start 3D? I don't have a job learning 3D, and I want to work in the industry. 24 is not too late. It is never too late to start doing something that you actually enjoy, so... Age is a number, and it's arbitrary. Throw it out the window. It doesn't matter. Like, you get to create and be who you want to be and do what you want to do. And that's what's amazing about 3D, because it is so damn accessible. My advice as a generalist is specialize. Okay, so there you go. There's somebody who works in the industry for 10 years who's saying to specialize, so do that. That's always a tough one for me to answer, because, like, I don't work in the industry. I don't know what goes better at this point. I've learned everything from YouTube, and I've experienced in the creative industry, but not 3D. Would you say that building a portfolio at these studios just respects solid work, or is it about degrees? I would say it's much less about degrees than it is a portfolio. And that's the general consensus from a lot of my friends who do work in the industry, is that your portfolio matters the most. And then next to that is experience, right? So experience is always going to be that one that you're chasing, because, like, if you don't have it, you have to get it somewhere. So it's finding that first opportunity that's going to give you that experience. But yes, a strong portfolio is going to be your top thing for applying to new jobs. And, you know, it doesn't matter that you're self-taught. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm self-taught. Like, I'm one of those people where I'm like, nah, my portfolio is not ready to apply for those jobs. But that's just because I'm hypercritical, and that's, you know, that's for me to figure out. But as long as you have something that you're proud of and that you have worked towards and you continue working towards and you continue working on, go for it. Do the thing. People say that you can't enjoy life. What, doing 3D? That's not true. I mean, yeah, 3D is tough. Like, it's a tough industry. It's not easy. If you didn't enter or get a job early. No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's going to be hard regardless. Like, it's a hard industry. Like, you work long hours. Sometimes you're not home. Like, it's tough. It's not easy at all. So, like, it's not like, oh, yeah, it's, you know, sugar and rainbows over there. But, like, if you love the content, if you love what you do, it's a totally different world, right? Like, you get to do what you love. And I think that's, for me anyway, that's more important than, like, say, like, doing what you can to get a paycheck. That's my personal experience. Journalist is fun if you want to do a lot of things and support small teams. If you aim for AAA, AA studios, better to specialize. Okay, gotcha. Be good at everything, but be the best at one thing. That's fair. That's also why I hyper focus on hard surface, because I love it. But I can texture, I can animate, I can UV, I can handle lighting and rendering and all that stuff. So I can agree with that. I'm also a generalist in like my day job, so like I'm just a generalist in general in everything that I do, and so for me it just fits best. But for some people it doesn't work because like it is a lot more information that you have to hold on to. And that can be tough sometimes. I don't know if I want that sharp. Sorry, the birds are making weird noises. Okay, let's take a look at these 3 pieces. There will be a day when I'm not doing this anymore for paneling, so bear with me, guys. It'll end soon. I'm getting closer. I can feel it. You know, the other piece of advice too, guys, is like, it's tough right now. Like the creative industry in general is in a really rough space, so don't beat yourself up that you can't find something immediately, because it's tough. Like it's not easy. And like I always tell people, like look for those opportunities elsewhere. Like one of my great friends, like he started at Honeywell doing 3D modeling. So like you can start anywhere. Wow, how did I do this so poorly over here? I love that for me. Where could a character or creature artist start if the gaming industry isn't working? That's a good one. That's a good question. Character art's a little bit difficult because there aren't a lot of industries that utilize that, but you can look in advertising. I know a lot of people probably don't see it very much anymore, but a lot of advertising still uses character-driven like adverts. So there's options there. A lot of people tend to think like the industry is only film and game, and it's actually so much more. Like the creative industry spans a lot. So you could be doing like print work. Lion's Path for you, actually, there was somebody in was it Jared's Discord? It was in somebody's Discord that got a job at what's the company? The stupid bobbleheads. Funko Pops, and they do sculpting there in ZBrush. So like, there are options out there. So figurine is a really popular one now. So if you see company or studios like Prime One, I'm trying to think of the other ones. I was gonna say, you can see it back here. This studio, the one that did the Iron Man, that is what is that one called? Sideshow. Companies like that, they're always hiring artists. Did you hear about EA? The whole buyout thing? Yes, that's really unfortunate. Not super thrilled about that. That honestly is probably one of the crappier things to come out of the year when it comes to the industry anyway. I don't think that was an awesome move. Who knows, though? Maybe it'll be good. All right, Michael, have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Can you show me how much of your model is done? Yeah. really a good portion of it. I'm excited to get to the detailing stage of this because, like, I had a lot of fun with the engines. Like, the engines were a lot of fun, but they were so simple, and I'm like, I need more of that. So some of this has been, like, fun, but I'm just honestly tired of panels. So get there eventually. I moved that in too much. This is what's always kind of rough, is I have to choose between what I'm moving and flexing. But I can take this chunk here. Nope, excuse you. Take that chunk there. Gonna just rotate you ever so slightly and pull you in. And just shimmy some stuff around. Because most of this should stay the same. Just a little bit of wonkiness to go around there. Check also the medical field. Yeah, that's actually a good one too, because like, what do you call it? Not clinical, but I forget the terminology they use for it, but like, you know, like the 3D animations of like body part functionality and things like that. Especially like one of the new and up and coming fields in medical, because I used to work with it and I know a lot of people who do it still, is the kind of like augmented reality stuff. So like fake cadavers, stuff like that. Like being able to do sort of like modeling for that stuff is really important, especially like being a character artist. You're going to know more about the like the anatomy side of things, so be a little bit easier for you to fit into a position like that. And there's also, I don't recommend it, but there's government. I don't recommend it. Excited to see textures. Me too. I am really excited to see textures because I'm tired of not texturing this. I stumbled upon 3D through advertising. A lot of the best UK production houses were doing stuff with 3D, and it's super cool. And I figured I'd learn it, but I'm not in a city or a creative place. Well, the beautiful thing is remote work is still pretty prevalent. So I know a lot of people who just do remote stuff. So it is cool. And you can always go freelance too. Like freelance is another option. It's just a lot more difficult. There's a lot more challenge to that. My ultimate goal is to become a video game or film director, primarily games to start. I want to lead a team and be in charge someday. I want to be a bridge between the artistic side and the business side. Okay, cool. That's cool. Hey, current climate aside, military sim is a stable field. That's totally fair. I just don't appreciate working for the government. I've been looking at that. I'll have to see if I can get into detail with human or an animal anatomy. I love sculpting anatomy, though. That's good. That's real good. What's up, Resquence? How are you? That's a good long-term goal, but what about creatures or characters do you find appealing? Oh, okay. There's an extra vert there for some reason. Let's rebuild that real quick. And there's an extra vert here. Oh, sweet. That's not right. I'm a storyteller, so for me, character or creature is great. I've always been drawing compelling creatures. I'm naturally better at creatures by far. So another option for you, and I know this probably will sound like crap, but because you're a storyteller and it's still a pretty viable skill in the space, is doing social media stuff. Not a lot of good storytellers in social media, so it's a really good unsaturated space that you could look into doing if you're down to do social media stuff. Which I totally get not being down to do that because it's a crap load of work and sometimes it does not feel like it pays off. I'm not against doing social media. I have to find the right company. That's fair. Oh no, I meant for yourself though. Like as like a personal like thing. Yeah, it's easy. Well, okay, yeah, there you go. I find I find a lot of joy in doing the social media stuff. And it's opened a lot of cool doors for me, so. Much better. Okay, that's coming together better. Just need a little bit more stuff to do. Okay, that. Let's do this. I'm actually gonna pull that right there. Let's see. Typically, creature artists I've seen emerge after years of doing boring stuff. Like senior artists make the dragons for monsters. Yeah, no, I mean that's totally fair. Also, remember, like on like those massive projects, it's usually not just one artist. So, check the Society for Game Cinematics. If you can go to their events and to any industry event like GDC or Unreal Fest, yeah, I've heard events are really good for that stuff. I would like to go to one eventually at some point. I just don't have the time yet. Someday, though, I'm really hoping to do Lightbox next year. I had a couple people ask me if I was going this year, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not going to work out this year. Okay. Let's see. That's my advice to get those roles. I wish there were more events here. Yeah, that's kind of my issue. We had one event one year, and that was in like 2009. And then Sony ImageWorks closed out here, so. The one studio we had. Definitely going to GDC, probably either Zombie Art School or Scott Easton's course for Anime Next Education Suite. Depends on what happens, but nice. That's cool. Yeah. Like I said, Lions Path, you're doing amazing stuff, so I wouldn't stress about it too bad. I want to start freelance, but I can't get any work. Even I have average portfolio. Any advice? First off is finding clients that actually need your skills, like your skill set. That's always one of the more difficult things. Being that I come from like a freelancing background, like that is one of the toughest things that you're going to have to do is finding clients, communicating with them, and like establishing why they need you with them, basically. But yeah, it's sometimes it can be tough. Like it is a lot of front end work, which is why I don't like hyper recommend doing freelance stuff because it's tough. You have to be a business manager as well as an artist, and that can be very difficult for a lot of people. I know it was difficult for me, so. But if you feel like your portfolio isn't there yet, then that's where you need to put some focus and like figure out why it's not where you need it to be. I appreciate the support, Cryptic. Means a lot. You see my growth. Yeah, absolutely. And I love seeing it. So please continue sharing it because it's always cool to see. What's up, Ape? How are you? Let's see. What are we doing on time? We're at about time here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping some stuff up here. Let's see. Isolate view selected. I feel like I got quite a bit done tonight, which is kind of awesome because I don't usually feel that way after a stream. So props to me. And thanks for all the conversation tonight, guys. It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this stuff because I don't trust my at all. Save. Increment save. What's up, Felipe? Nice to be here. I'm sorry you're coming right at the end of stream, but it's always good to see new people here. So, business artist man, yes. Also, as much as social media sucks, some of my best freelance gigs have come through Instagram, so it's annoyingly really is the best. Yeah, absolutely. Like, social media is going to be kind of one of the best ways to do stuff. Like, it is a necessary evil. And so if you can start building your brand on social media and actually working yourself up, that's an awesome way to get started. What's up, pal? How are you? All right. I think that's going to be it for me tonight, guys. My voice is failing me as we speak. So I'm going to go ahead. That's saved and good to go, I think, right? Yeah, save scene. Yeah, we're good. All right. Instagram, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I'll be back live again on Friday. So we'll hang out and do either sculpting or this. I don't know. I think it's really going to depend on how much of this work I get done during the week if I want to continue this on Friday, which hopefully is a good amount. But yeah, I will see you guys all live on Friday. So you guys keep doing cool stuff. I'll be talking with you throughout Instagram and social media and stuff. So with that said, you guys have a wonderful evening and a good week, and I'll see you on Friday. Let's see. YouTube. Same for you guys. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. It has been absolutely wonderful hanging out with you and talking with you. It's been good as always. I'm hearing a cockatiel in the background. Yes, I got two of them. You can actually see them right there. Those are my birds. So, they're good little guys. But YouTube, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will see you on Friday. And for those of you who joined a little late, I am so sorry. You have one too? That's cool. We've bonded over birds. Now you can't leave. But I'll be back on Friday, guys. So thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it so much. I will see you guys then. And then Twitch, hang around. We're going to raid. Let's see. Who we're going to raid? Who's doing art